Hello guys, ladies and gents, girls and boys, welcome to this channel. I'm Daniel Mustran, I'm pipe maker from Croatia, and today I would like to show you my three favorite pipes that I smoke the most. Two of them are almost 90% of the time in my go-to bag, pipe bag, and one of them is my workshop pipe. None of these are regular pipes, but all of them are rejects, and even so they smoke like crazy. So first of these is this little guy. Some of you that are actually checking my videos have seen me smoke this guy so many times. She is a reject because of the obvious reason, but she is smoking like crazy. She has a pre-finished stem from ebonite, simply because I didn't have time, because I knew that pipe will be for me, so I simply used what I had around just to finish her and move on. And the ring is made of, I think, zebra. I think it's a zebra wood, because it's already really darkened, and it has already really darkened, and it's not easy to see. It doesn't have a stamp because it's a reject. Has also some kind of, some kind of, not a crack, but it goes from the bark area, it goes like a canyon sort of. And yeah, I love to smoke this one. If I want to see how a tobacco is smoking, I'm smoking this one. Usually I prefer it out of any of my pipes. So to give you an approximate dimensions of this one, maybe you want to copy it or whatever, she's a total length of 115 millimeters, and the overall height of the chamber or of the pipe is 39 millimeters, and the diameter here is 22. So she is a big girl, but it doesn't have too much depth in here. So the depth is only like, it is only 30 millimeters. It's not deep. But the thing with this pipe, she has a wider chamber, and maybe because of the wider chamber the tobaccos get a lot more air, and the surface that is lit up is bigger. And since I'm smoking Latakias mostly, they do burn here really well. And on top of this, it's an easy pipe to smoke. She's short, burns relatively cool, and I love it. The shape of the chamber is not like an English, it's more like pointed. So you have 22 here, but it goes down pretty quickly. I did that here because I have a drill bit that is 24 and made for big doublings, where it goes to a pin point almost. And since the depth is not big here, it didn't go all the way to 24. It ended up around 22 millimeters. So she is 22. Yeah. So that's the first one, and probably one of my best smokers, if not the best smoker. So the next one is a reject, and you have seen me use this one also a lot of times. She has, yeah, by the way, this is strawberry. it's not briar. And this is also strawberry material, strawberry briar. It's not regular briar. And the shape is, as you can see, the problem with this pipe is that on the bottom you have those holes. And I knew she will be usable for me, perfectly usable. And I smoke it almost 70% out of those three when I'm outside somewhere. I use this one the most. And funny enough, the chamber on this one is not big. You know, there is a difference. And I love this one. I love to smoke it when I'm outside. What I did with this pipe, I trimmed down the width of the stem. As you can see, my stems are usually like the top one. That's a spoiler. And this one is more narrow because I wanted to see if I would like to have my stems with more narrow. So this one is 12.5 millimeters only, the width. And I like it, you know. It is a little bit, maybe I would prefer more like 14, but yeah, it was an experiment and I use it ever since. So, this is a hand-cut ebonite, one of very rare pipes that I use myself that have a dedicated stem, and I decided to simply use it like it is, because she was meant to be sold, but when I blasted her, I saw that I cannot use it, I cannot sell it, but I can use it myself, you know. So she has those grooves, as you can see. I wanted to make it a little bit more interesting, and also has a fake ivory ring over there. And I wanted to do it like this simply because when I hold my pipe, I want to feel the end of it, not to slip over, you know. And this way I'm smoking her like this most of the time to leave the chamber to cool down better. Not that she needs it, but you know, that's the way I'm smoking it. So it's like this or like that, you know. So she has enough room over there, and I don't touch the chamber usually. And as you can see, she was being beaten up like crazy. Yeah, that's my go-to pipe, and I need to rim the chamber inside because it starts to shrink in diameter. Anyway, she was drilled probably with 19, although now it's not 19. Yeah, exactly. It's a 19.5 millimeters, the diameter of the chamber, and it's an English drill. So it goes like round on the bottom, and has a Delrin tenon, and also, you know, this. So overall length of this pipe is 14 centimeters, and the height of the chamber is 38 from the top to the lowest here. It's 38, and the depth of the chamber, which is a little bit, like you maybe see, it's a little bit slanted. The depth of the chamber is, let me check roughly, it's not very big. It's about 28. So it's a small smoker, like 30 minutes smoker, and I enjoy to smoke this one when I'm in company of friends, you know, having a coffee or beer or whatever, and just chatting and, you know, smoking, holding her. It's easy to hold her. I don't have to, you know, fuss about it. This one, it's not easy to hold, you know, because she's short, and I usually do it like this or like that. So she's really nice to work when I have to do something, but because of that I already chew on the bit a little bit. So I presume that in a really near future I will need to cut a new stem for her, and this time cut it by hand, simply because this little girl deserves it. And the third one that was on the spoiler alert is this little guy. As you can see also on the rim, she was being beaten up, and she has also a fault. That is that this part here is too low, you know. It goes really close to the draft channel, and as you can see, it has a little bit of dark area where tar was trying to push through on the outer side of the pipe, you know. So that's her fault, but she smokes like crazy, and I love to smoke her because she is really comfortable, and she is also the third of my most usually used pipes that I have. So if I want a little bit bigger chamber, because this one is a little bit bigger than this one, and I use it outside when I'm with friends, then I will use this one. And this was actually the pipe that I made after I returned from Joao Reis from my trip to Denmark, and also from Kai Nielsen and Manduela. So this was the pipe I made shortly after that trip in order to try to make a tenon from the same piece of material, because usually, as you know, probably, I'm using tenons from Delrin because I like how they feel when you turn them, and I don't want to feel frightened when I need to push the tenon inside and it squeaks and doesn't want to go inside, and that's turning me crazy. So either way, I was talking with Joao, and he told me that he's using acrylic actually for his stems, but also for his tenons. And why he's doing that? Because he's using like a hard soap, and it goes smoothly inside, no problem. So I tried that method of making pipes because this method has advantages over using a separate tenon, simply because you can use this part thinner, more close to the shank of the pipe, and that appeals to me. I love the idea of making this part even thinner, slenderer, more elegant, you know. But the problem of squeaking and sometimes not easy to remove the stem is still present here, and you really need to be careful about that. When you are using Delrin, you don't have to worry about that because it's smooth, you know, it goes in, it goes out. If you are smoking and you need to dismantle the pipe, clean it while you are smoking, put everything back together, it's no problem. With Delrin. With acrylic, that might be a problem. So yeah, I still like Delrin, and I rarely use tenons, but it has its purpose. It's a nice little smoker. I love to use it. As you can see, the stem is maybe I will polish it today. When I think about it, maybe I will, because it doesn't look nice. So those are my three little smokers, not three little piggies, but three little smokers that I use 99% of the time. One of them is in my workshop, and two of them are usually in my pipe bag. I love them. All of them are blasted because I don't have time to make smooth pipes. I do have few smooth pipes, but interestingly enough, some of them don't smoke like I want them to smoke. So usually I'm using these. Not that they are bad pipes, but usually I'm not making pipes for myself, and usually what I'm using leftovers, garbage bag, garbage can pieces and stuff like that to make pipes for me. So, and also I have like pipes that I made 10 years ago, and also I have pipes that I made a couple of months ago, and they don't obviously smoke the same. So, and they obviously don't look the same because I changed my perspective during these years. And these are like from 3-4 years back to now. This one is probably the oldest. Yeah, this one is the oldest, and then this one came, and then the last one is this little girl. So, you know, I tend to use them because they smoke good, and they're kind of more recent pipes that I made according to what I resonate with now, you know. So yeah, there you have it, you know. Oh, I haven't measured the dimensions of this one, sorry. So this one has a chamber of 19.5 millimeters, also English drilling, kind of drilling. And the overall length of this one is 124 millimeters, 124 millimeters. And the overall height of the pipe from the top to the lowest bottom is 45, and the bottom would be obviously here, right? So I measure like this and flat on this surface. And the depth of the chamber would be, let me check, it's 34, so 34 millimeters, 19.5, all 19.5 millimeters in diameter. All my draft channels are drilled with 4 or 4.2 millimeters, and my stems buttons are cut wide open so that you can actually, you know, distribute the smoke wider, not in a straight pinpoint fashion, but wider, you know. That's how I like it, that's how I prefer it. And in compared to this one, you can see that this one has a little bit narrow opening, and yeah, you feel it, you know. I think it's a little bit better if you widen it up, just to remove that pinpoint effect that touches your tongue, you know. When the smoke is going out of the pipe, it goes in a pinpoint fashion rather than distributed fashion. At least that's what I feel, think, something. Anyway guys, have fun, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. It would certainly give me some overview of guys, girls interested in this content. And also, if you have any suggestions what you would like me to do, record, let me know in the description, not on the description, on the comment part of this video, okay? Have fun. Bye bye.